Hi everybody.
Hello everyone.
Thanks for joining us again. On this video, we start the day in a beautiful park up next to the lake.
With beautiful weather. And then we drive up the highest mountain in Norway.
Over the highest mountain.
Or over the highest mountain. Which the weather takes quite a turn when we get to the top.
It does indeed. And then we end the day at another beautiful park up next to a dam.
With some stunning scenery on the way.
Definitely.
Come along and join us for the ride.
Morning.
Morning everybody. Last night we just opted to stop on the side of the road in what they class as a motorway services. But this is not like a motorway services
like
in the UK. What a fantastic view we've woken up to. Just to have a look at this. Surrounded by mountains and forests.
And a lake. Take you to that now.
There's a little toilet block there and rubbish disposal and everything.
Sun's bright.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually feel a bit of warmth in it as well. Went down to about 3 degrees, didn't it, about 4 o'clock this morning.
Night.
But it's soon warming up now.
Yeah. It's a little bit chilly in the evenings and first thing in the morning. But during the day at the moment, it's been lovely.
It was about 17, wasn't it, during the day yesterday?
18 degrees, which for me is perfect. Look at that view.
A reflection on the lake.
Yeah. Look how still it is. There's little picnic benches all around.
The rocks they've built this jetty out of are huge. The amount of road construction that we've seen, I'm guessing that all these rocks are in abundance where they've had to mine their way through the mountains and stuff for all the tunnels.
They do like a tunnel in Norway. Look how clear that water is.
Absolutely fantastic.
Considering we're right next to what they class as a motorway, it's probably 1 or 2 cars every few minutes at the moment. And this would be rush hour.
We've just driven up the steepest, twistiest road you could ever imagine. But the views are absolutely amazing. Have a look at that. It's a little bit concerning that it seems to be snowing. I don't think we'll just hang around too long up.
It's snowing properly now. We was going to go up the top of the mountain, but I don't think the view's going to be that good today, so I think we're going to go and do something else instead and maybe come back to this tomorrow because the weather's supposed to be looking a little bit better tomorrow.
Green rocks.
Yeah, I think that. rocks are all covered in like a green lichen. this big rock sticking up there. Oh, excuse me, bumpy road.
Rock
that
or
is
mountain?
Rock mountain. It's a rock on the mountain. It is really green.
Luminous green.
It is, like, yeah, bright green.
Looks like we're right off the edge of the world.
Up, up and away! Oh, little lake. That's how green that is. And there's snow on the side of the road. It's snowing properly now.
It was at this point, after descending this far down the mountain through them switchback turns, we was in second gear all the way down and having to ride the brakes to hold the van back, that we realised we had smoke pouring out the front wheels. So there was no pullings, but luckily the hairpin turn was wide enough that I managed to stop on that. And when I looked round the corner, there was another steep downhill section coming up and nowhere to pull off either. So we elected to stop on that hairpin and cool the brakes down before I went down the rest of it, because I really didn't want to get to the bottom and have brake fade and not be able to stop at all. Had we been professional YouTubers, we would have filmed the smoke pouring off the brakes, and that would have made a fantastic disaster thumbnail and title. but my primary concern was trying to sort it out so we could get down the mountain safely, which we managed to cool them down. And about 45 minutes later, we made the rest of the descent down and then found somewhere to stop for lunch and a cup of tea and calm down.
Morning! Another lovely day in Norway. A little bit windy, but the sun's out and the sky's blue. Unlike yesterday, yeah, which was grey and snowing, and then we had rain and all sorts of stuff. I think there was some snow yesterday on the mountains. I don't know if you can pick that up, just. Just come across this waterfall. Thought we'd stop and have a little look. I expect it's even more spectacular when it's been raining a lot or heavy snow melt, but that looks pretty good to me.
How's this for a motorway rest stop?
Beautiful.
Backdrop of what looks like a giant Christmas pudding. And they've even got picnic tables with roofs over them.
And this here is the bins.
If that was in the UK, that would be set fire to in no time.
Picnic tables down by the lake, fjord, should I say.
Even the information board has a turf roof.
This is the area we're in, and we are here.
All the way down there.
More picnic benches.
Look at the size of that. Little tiny trees dotted over the top of it.
Won't pick it up, there's a bird of prey up there. I don't know what it is, too far away.
Yeah. If I try and zoomed in on that, it wouldn't pick it up, I don't think.
And they have toilets. This is a typical motorway toilet. Nice and clean.
They certainly wouldn't look like this in England.
No. Go on, out you go, Loons. You don't need to go. But look at the building they're in. Paths. With the turf roof. And that water in the fjord is so clear.
Yeah.
Crystal.
So we'll walk round to the lock and have
Yeah.
a look at that. Unfortunately, it's quite windy here. So you're probably picking up a lot of wind
That
noise.
you won't. That's no good. Because that wind's coming straight out. So I wouldn't look at the content lock.
The lock down there, or the entrance to it. This is the other side of it. Looks like a nice stone bridge over there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In bridge terms, it's almost like the old versus the new.
The old and the new.
That's what I just said. It's like the old, but in bridge terms, it's the old versus the new, isn't it?
Yeah.
Time for a Fiona fact.
The two bridges behind me, this was the original one built in 1923.
Is that pointy finger?
Yeah, and this one over here was in, I've forgotten it now, 1963, that's it. And the rest area that we are parked in was opened in 2017. Before that, there was a few little bridges. The first one was made of wood back in the 1800s. And there used to be a railway connecting this area, but they couldn't get across the river, so they used to use a steamboat to get across the river. But the current is really dangerous, so therefore they built the bridges. Well, this is a new way to go through roadworks. There's a car in front of the car in front of us that takes you through the roadworks and controls the speed that you go. So,
there's a big cat in the wild.
Oh yeah, we've seen a big cat. Meow.
Up until now, all the excavators have near enough been Volvos.
Yeah, Volvos.
Not seen any JCBs out here.
No, Norway obviously doesn't like JCB.
Yeah, they're Volvo.
Yeah, that one's a Volvo.
Seen a couple of Hyundai ones.
Yeah. Oh, and we've just come to the end of the roadwork, so he'll pull off and we can drive on through. Stunning scenery we get to drive around. It's so beautiful. I don't think I'd ever get bored of this view. Would you?
No, I don't think this is one of the best ones we've been past today.
No, it's not. But they're all pretty stunning in their own way. These little campsites as well at the sides of the fjords. We've not used a campsite yet, but maybe one day.
We just came across this at the side of the road, which is a bit, well, sort of a dam, isn't it?
Well, there's a dam further up the road that we've just driven past, so this is after the dam.
There's people whitewater rafting down here, but by the time we got here with the camera, they've stopped now. They've gone.
They're way down that way.
I expect that's quite good fun.
Yeah.
You can hear the power in the water.
You can see it down here, really.
Yeah, even down here on these little, like, rock
Down
pools.
here. See how fast it's flowing.
See how clear the water is, right to the bottom. back in the van and carry on.
What else we can find? Bit better view of the mountains with all the snow. Looks like we've come up to another high point, and there's still ice on this lake.
We've come up to the top of this mountain, to this dam. What a fantastic view we've got from up here.
Excuse the wind noise.
Can't do much about that.
This is to the left.
Mountains to the left with the snow on the top. And the river down the bottom. Just in the distance there at the end of this, we can see where the tops of the boat rooms are maybe. And then to the right is the dam and the mountains.
Epic. Absolutely stunning.
This part of the dam has all been constructed using granite. Look how much it sparkles.
Hopefully you can see that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's coming out
No.
on the camera. It's really glinting in the sun. All the little sparkly bits in it.
With the best views over there.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Let's look at that. When you look at the light coloured rock around the edge of the dam, that's the indication of how high the water level would normally be. So at this time of year, you would expect it really to be up to near the top of that if they'd had the snow that they normally get. Having said that, this area where the sun hasn't really got to it that much, you can see how thick the snow is up here, and that down there is pure slab of ice. Little icy daggers, little icy daggers. See them all hanging off the edges of the rocks. See them all hanging off the edges of the rocks. Like a big icy chandelier. Like a big icy chandelier. Beautiful sunny day though. Beautiful sunny day though. Oh, there goes another one. Oh, there goes another one. Well, time to head back to the motorhome for a cup of tea. Head back to the motorhome for a cup of tea. That's where we're parked, all the way down there. That's where we're parked, all the way down there. Perfect place for a park up for tonight. Perfect place for a park up for tonight, I think. We've just spent an hour talking to our neighbours. First hour talking to our neighbours. UK registered motorhome we've come across. UK registered motorhome we've come across. We've been here. They're up there over here touring around doing the same thing as us. Around doing the same thing as us. Thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks for the people that have already subscribed to our channel. We really appreciate it.
And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because we've got lots more interesting content coming up.
We certainly have. Give us a like, a thumbs up, and please leave us a comment. We'd love to hear what you think. about our videos.
And tune in for the next one, because that is a very interesting walk on a very unusual walk as well.
It is indeed. See you on the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for joining us again. Oh dear. Start again.
No.
Yeah,
It's staying in.
Start again.
Staying in.
It's not.
It's staying in.
Stop it.
Pull yourself together, woman.
I'm pulled.
Come on, get on with it.
Start again.
No. It's staying in.
It's not staying in.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not. Hi everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Thanks for joining us on this video. Stop laughing.
Hi, everybody.
Hi everyone. Thanks for joining us on this video. We start the day. Oh, for God's sake.